How did we lose that game? How? Oh my goodness. The Raptors were in such a good place. We should be up 3-2 right now. We should be heading back to Toronto with a chance to go through. We were the better team. Instead, we blow a winnable game. We're on our last life, and we may be without Brandon Ingram moving forward. Today, we're going to talk about Game 5 in Cleveland. A come-from-behind win for the Cavs. We're going to talk about the keys to their win. We're going to talk about the player ratings. We're going to talk about some of the disappearing acts we saw. And we're going to do a preview of Game 6. And if the Raptors are going to get back in, which is possible, very emotional right now, we're going to talk about what that looks like. This is The Morning Whistle. I'm Aaron Nerona. I still cannot believe we lost that game. I still cannot believe it. We were up 7 at half. We were up 3 points after 3 quarters. We had runs during this game where we were defensively dominant. Let's talk about this. How the Raptors started the game was unbelievable. They were locked in defensively. They made their early threes. Everyone on the court was ready to go. We had consistent defensive intensity. The only reason this game was close in the first half was because of Harden and Mitchell finding their games. We had it otherwise. And then everything started to go wrong, and it was a little mistake after little mistake after little mistake. I'll tell you what happened. First thing, Ingram couldn't start the second half. Something happened. He's hurt. Great. We decide we're going to start A.J. Lawson. A.J. Lawson, in those 2 minutes 30 he played, he got the ball like 5 times because no one covered him. Why on earth in that moment would you bring someone in cold? Unbelievable. We literally lost our lead right there, and we trailed for the rest of the game in the 2 minutes 30 seconds that A.J. Lawson was in. Then we go back to work. The D goes back to work. We get back up our 7-point lead. And we cannot get a bucket late in the quarter. And then to start the fourth, our offense completely disappeared. Barnes couldn't really get any shots off. Barrett got cold. And Dennis Schroeder caught fire in the fourth. And here's my question. I have a few questions of Darko. One, of course, why A.J. Lawson? But the second one was, in the fourth quarter, we could not score for 5 minutes. And he didn't take a timeout. And I get it. We only had 3 left. We only had 3 timeouts left. He didn't want to burn them. But guess what? We had 2 timeouts left with a minute in the game, and the game was over. Why did he not use a timeout when he saw with his own eyes there was no shot creation? I don't know what to do. We know this is a momentum game. Basketball is a momentum sport. A second one. Battle comes in the fourth. Gets 2 baskets. One, he fakes off a 3, gets inside, buries the 2. Then he makes a great cut to the basket and scores. We don't play him again after that. And I get it. He's weak defensively. Did you see Jamal Shed miss 3 after 3 after 3? Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Let's go through the player ratings from this game. We're going to score each player on a scale of A being the highest, D being the lowest. We're going to start with the starting lineup. You're going to see a theme here. A lot of players were A's in the first half. And a lot of players are basically no one is an A now. Scotty Barnes is a B-. He was an A+ in the first half, and it ends up a really good game for him. He was finding dimes, he was blocking shots, engaged defensively. He just had 3 points in the second half. And it looks like he dinged himself. It sounds like he kind of hurt himself there, but it doesn't matter. That was the quarter of your season. Or that was the half of your season. That was your opportunity to do something. RJ Barrett's a B+. He was the best player in this game for the team. 25 points, 12 rebounds, 5 apples, continued to attack the basket. But he's got to make free throws. That remains an issue for him. He's got to make free throws. Jacoby Walter was a B. 17 points in the first half. I actually scored him an A++ after the first half. Like Scotty, only had 3 in the second. Ended a B+ for his overall impact. Brandon Ingram is a D. 1 point. I understand that he had to leave the game and he hurt himself, but he had 1 point before that. And he missed some early jump shots. He missed free throws, just not a part of the game. You do see the impact he has when he's not there, but man, he's been a non-factor in this series. Jakob Poeltl is a B+. That was his best game of the series. He was very energetic as we've seen him so far. 5 for 5 to start the game. While he was quieter in the second half, he made some key free throws, and I really liked his handles in and around the basket. There was no drop balls, and we're going to talk about why that's important for Game 6. Jamal Shed, this one's tough because he couldn't make big shots late, but I give him a B+. Defensively, he was extremely strong coming off the bench, continues to embody that scrappy mindset, helped create several turnovers that led to quick transition baskets the other way. Not his fault that Scotty couldn't really do much in the second half. Colin Murray-Boyle's B-. He had an unbelievable block in Mobley in the first, but that was it. Didn't have the same dominance in and around the basket, was constantly surrounded. Sandro Mamukelashvili is a B- as well. More engaged, but again, a little bit come and go. Didn't really step up. And again, I look at Shed taking shot after shot after shot. It's not his fault that no one else was stepping up. Jamison Battle, very engaged defensively in the first half. Made some runs that helped create baskets. Some good rebounds. Quiet offensively until the fourth, but he was able to get some baskets. Needs to play more. AJ Lawson, I give an incomplete, but he shouldn't have been in the game. All in all, this is a lost opportunity, and the Raptors are really going to regret this. So we head into Game 6. Do or die, Raptor season on the line. We will be at home, and of course, the home team has won every game in this series. So what do we have to do for that streak to hold? Of course, Ingram's status is going to be key. As bad as he's been, you can't win without him. He does distract defenses. We just don't have enough shot creation without him. Like, look at what Dennis Schroeder did. We don't have anyone like that on our bench who can just come in and handle the rock the whole game. And so if he doesn't play, which, let's see, I think it'll take a miracle. But let's assume he's out, and let's talk about what needs to happen. One, Battle's going to have to play more. I get the defensive stuff. I get the weaknesses, but no one on the team can shoot like him. And his ability to cut and score is really critical when we have other guys who are underrated. 2, Poeltl is going to be vital. He's going to need to continue to be in and around the basket because if we don't have Ingram, he's going to have to get the ball in the top of the key and use his size to free up space for Scotty or Barrett to run. 3, Scotty needs to say, fuck it, I'm the captain. He was outstanding in the first half. He has still been the best player in this series, and I get there are weaknesses with his shooting, but no one can stop him getting to the basket. This is going to be his time, do or die. It's been a great season. I've really enjoyed watching this team, and I hope it's going to not be the last game. But man, hard not to think of a lost opportunity. Let's see what happens.